please. But say again what your enemies are.
You know what I mean? You get that
Your
shot?
enemies are
Friends.
friends you could not keep, friends you cannot make, friends you cannot maintain. If you can understand a person, it doesn't mean that you accept them for something you believe. It doesn't mean that you are also incongruent with them on their ideals. It doesn't mean you can't understand it. I know a lot of really fucked up people that just didn't have a chance to have someone tell them how it really is. And most people that you don't agree with are lost in ways you weren't, or lost in ways you were and learned from. Being lost, finding your way through the fucking woods, and then maintaining the I'm never again.
What is your idea on the ideology that maybe men per se, and I won't quote
men
it,
especially, because we're prideful.
but I mean, what do you? My question is, what do you think about people saying that we should go through that dark path? Not dark path, but that learning process, or
it's the most important thing you'll do. Your successes teach you nothing. Your successes are failures that worked out. What your failures teach you is what not to be. Sometimes your parents aren't meant to teach you anything other than what not to be. Sometimes they're meant to teach you a way of learning. If they want to give you a lesson, it's one thing. If you don't agree with that lesson, that is still a lesson. You still learned if you paid attention. Sometimes you're meant to just pay attention, to not be away. Everyone wants to teach you something, and it doesn't mean they have any right or education to teach you shit. That doesn't mean you can't learn from them. I know a lot of racist, dumb fucking cunts. I learn from every single one of them, and it's usually
here they come. After 2 minutes, they show up.
Not what to be.
Yeah.
It's also a very, 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 very important lesson to go through that dark. You know, you had trauma, you had mistakes that you've made.
Is there a measure? Is there a measure to the dark, or is it all dark?
It's always a spectrum, man.
You know when people be like, I went through this because I'm this. I went through this because I'm this. I went through this because I'm black. I went through,
and that's fair, but it's also it's a where you're standing versus what you are. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, yes, if you're black, you're gonna go through I went through not a similar thing. I'm not comparing shit, but
no.
I went to. I was in a private school for a while, and then I went to public school. And I loved the public school despite the shit education. Mm-hmm. But I started getting these black kids that would be like, hey, you're racist, you're fucking family-owned slave. I'm like, my family didn't get here till 1865, and they fought for the North because they fucking hated Germans and Irish too.
Yeah.
Not as much, but we were the bad whites, you know?
In America,
I was like, hey, we didn't own shit.
Yeah.
We fled a famine and then ended up here and went, well, this is kind of fucked up that they're treating the black folks like this. We should fucking do something about it. And also they
But
paid
y'all
us
always
too.
were like that. Y'all always were like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Then we had the English. The English are a bunch of cunts. I love,
Why do you know
BBC
your
and all that
history
shit.
like that? Why do you know your family history?
My grandfather was a fourth generation German man that grew up right before World War II. And he spent a lot of, at the very least, before I was born, but a lot after I was born, learning our genealogy. And his wife's genealogy was kind of a German-Irish thing. Didn't have any Irish blood in his whole body, but got obsessed with Irish folk music. I got obsessed with that. I got obsessed with music in general. I got obsessed with like early black blues because there was this congruence between
heritage and
American blues from the black community and Irish folk music that created hip hop. It created rock and roll. It created jazz, or not jazz. That jazz was before that. But you know, it's a bunch of shit, man. But like understanding that, like, okay, I don't have to be a part of a community to understand that we have influenced each other for hundreds of years, and knowing that people are people is a lesson that is somehow being forgotten.
Yeah,
right now.
Black people have this. We're so suppressed in our ideas and our inventions and things like that through patents and the
so
American.
Many
So
that
many,
are
but
negated by history.
right.
Which
But
is bullshit.
at the same time, I think Black culture very much does share in other people's culture. What's up, chat? What's up, Sandy? What's up, Pat? Pat say he Irish. What's up, Pat?
Oh, a patty.
But I think like Black people also have a cultural duty. Damn, 32 in the chat immediately.
Fucking hell.
I also feel like Black people have like a responsibility to tell the truth that we love other cultures and we know how to maximize on those experiences and fall in love with those experiences genuinely. We have a propensity to do that. I mean, we look at, you look at Black people with, like, when it comes to Korean culture, you look at Black people when it comes to Japanese culture, fashion, and things like that. Like, we share a lot of differences. I think people, Maddie, what's up, Maddie? What's up, John? I think we got to be like fair and say like how much, especially as a Black man myself, like, I mean, I indulge in other races, what they provide as an immigrant to America a lot.
That's what makes the country great.
And that's what makes the country great. I mean, I indulge in a lot of all the people who love fresh fruit. That's immigrant business.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not getting fresh fruit without an immigrant. It's not happening. All the people that love your cars, all the your textiles and your nice furnitures and designs and these things, even your people who love your Maybachs and Bentleys and looking at the interior. The man who does the pen line on a Bentley, who gets flown around the world to do pen lines, he's I think Mexican. The man who works for Bentley, who does pen lines by hand, he's either like Argentinian or Mexican or something. Like, he's Spanish, I can tell you that.
Fell in love with an art and did it well. I can't remember who it was. It was a president who I may not agree with. I can't even remember who the fuck it was. But he was talking about, if God, I can't remember the quote. It was more or less like, if you move to Japan, you will not be Japanese. If you move to Germany, you will not be a German. If you move to Brazil, you will not be Brazilian. If you move to America, you can become an American, because that's what it is. It is the melting pot for a reason. It's a melting pot because that's what it started as. I want you to stop
what you're saying, and I want you to start over and say it again, please. That was profound as shit.
It might be less profound once I realize it's fucking Reagan or somebody, but like
no, because the verbiage doesn't change with the person.
No, and idiots can make good points.
Idiots,
broken clocks right twice a day.
I'm on the show with you, and I'm definitely an idiot, so I'll get my point out. But I do want you, because I'm big on, and I'm gonna make sure you have every point of this show. Like, you'll be able to find this immediately.
Shit, we were just talking, and all of a sudden I'm on camera going, I am
Blame Dirty. You see Blues? Those are my mods. What's up, Blame?
Nice.
Blame Dirty in the building. Blame gang. What's up, Blame? I'm still in Kentucky with my white family. I'm with my white family. I got good bourbon in my body.
Goddamn right.
Good beer, good bourbon.
Of the world.
I'm with the gentleman. But what I was saying is, please say that again and explain to people. Like, I know you said it may come from not a good person, but let's.
No, I mean, I can't remember who it was. It was a president in the last 40 years.
Right.
But the point really made a difference to me, and it was the fact that, you can go to Brazil, it doesn't make you a Brazilian. You can go to Japan, it doesn't make you Japanese. You can go to Germany, it doesn't make you a German. You can go anywhere. It doesn't make you that. America is one of those places where if you come to America, you become an American. Because America literally is that. And it's in its fucking bones. That's what it is. We are here.
In its embodiment.
It
right?
was a place to escape this fucking old structure of oppression that's been happening throughout history, which is why the New World was the New World.
Right.
I mean, that came with the fucking slaughter of people that lived here,
because I was
which is
say,
horrific.
my grandmother, great-grandmother, because my family
We're
is
still fucking them over, which is horrific.
Right. My family's native. Like, people get... I know people like to do the whole... Because the native tribes are washed as well.
Right, yeah.
Or, I'm going to say gentrified to be nice.
I mean, even just going like, you have tribes that weren't getting together because now they've been so fucked over hundreds of years that they're integrating within themselves because we keep pushing them into reservations.
Do you know what a $5 Indian is?
No.
You have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Google $5 Indian.
I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna do it. It's gonna make me fucking mad, I can already tell. Let's see, a $500 Indian. Several options. Oh, fuck you, AI. Fuck AI. Let's go with Quara, I guess. Why are some American tribes reclassified as Negro by the U.S. government? Oh, well, I can fucking guess from here, I guess, with the wording of that. So, well, it ain't white, so whatever. First, there's a reclassification from Indian, colored, black, mulatto, African American, etc. Then there's an Indian Removal Act, which was fucking horrific.
Right.
Which is still kind of happening, to be honest. Like, you look at some of the shit that's going on with some of the reservations right now, and it's fucked up. Please Google it.
What you drinking?
Bourbon.
Hey, T.Y. Let me get two bourbons,
the
man.
Louisiana Purchase, then there's
You'll give me 2 shots of bourbon?
Indians who refuse to live on reservations that were classified as color, which, oh god, if I could have a tan, they'd fucking classify me as well, because the Irish were not well liked, but at least we were whiter than the whites, and they still hated us.
You know they don't document you guys fighting for the blacks, right?
No, they don't.
They don't document you as the A word either.
Which was never what.
The A word you guys don't get.
There is a weird thing, too,
What's the A word?
that I don't know, actually.
Abolitionists.
Abolitionist.
They
well,
never give y'all that title.
We didn't
but
have
you guys
the power
were.
to be, like, fucking over
Quakers?
yeah, well, fuck the Quakers.
All right, but they were abolitionists?
Yeah. Well, we like to drink. I'm German, Irish, and Scottish. Like, we like to fucking drink.
Hey, Blame said probably Reagan.
I bet you're right.
That's my brother, man.
I swear to God, it was in the last, like, 80s or 90s. I can't remember. I could Google the quote, but it'll just disappoint me. If it were Bush, I'd be like, someone wrote this. That motherfucker can't spell. To this day.
Well, chat, we love y'all, man. We out of here. Host that do the most. Fuck around, get your dumb ass smoked. Make you hide that bitch. Pray to the Pope. We are the TSD gang.